Our adversaries have a as long tradition of being not interested in the rule of law, not interested in fairness, not interested in human rights. And on the battlefield, it really is going to be us or them. We have to dominate and then set a rule of law to constrain development, which is what we did in that post-World War II period with nuclear warhead.
The U.S. is the leading producer of AI software, far outpacing China and Russia, says Alex Karp.
Bullish, volatile, and impure, Palantir Technologies, known for its government data analytics, is now a significant player in the corporate world. Its recent shift to artificial intelligence has boosted earnings and positioned the company as a key business partner. Analyst Dan Ives has hailed Palantir as the leading pure-play artificial intelligence stock, emphasizing its cutting-edge technology. He points to Palantir's recent innovations and hails it as the purest artificial intelligence name on the market. Ives is optimistic about Palantir's future, believing that as the artificial intelligence industry evolves, its ability to capitalize on its innovations will only strengthen. How far can Palantir establish itself as the premier artificial intelligence contender? As of July 1st, 2024, Moomoo analysts have rated Palantir stock as hold. The average target price is $24, which means a decrease of 6.25% from the current price. Do your research and consider your financial goals before making any moves with your stocks. Could this hold rating be a critical moment for Palantir's journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this update helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more investing insights.
Yeah, I mean, they recently had a conference in terms of them starting to develop more AI inference tools for predictive analysis, and Palantir, as you mentioned, is really a company that was born from Department of Defense contracts going back to 20 years ago. And ideally speaking, they've actually expanded their offerings now from the DoD, serving the public sector, now in the private sector. And they've actually, if you look at their sales breakdown, you know, the private sector business has been growing. The public sector or the government business, including multiple contracts that they continue to get awarded from the DoD, the U.S. Army, and other, of course, intelligence agencies.
Palantir's U.S. commercial revenue is now growing faster than its government revenue. The company's artificial intelligence boot camps, which introduce potential customers to its services, also drive growth. Recently, Palantir reported its highest quarterly profit in its entire 20-year history. Palantir's stock price has soared over the past 5 years, more than tripling. If you had invested $10,000 back then, it would be worth over $25,000 today. That's a reason to celebrate, and holding onto your shares could bring even more gains in the future. The artificial intelligence market is just starting to expand. It is expected to grow from $200 billion to over $1 trillion by the decade's end. Since Palantir launched its artificial intelligence platform and boot camps only last year, we're likely at the beginning of this growth opportunity. In its most recent earnings report, Palantir said its revenue reflects unbridled and growing demand as potential customers flock to boot camps and sign contracts for artificial intelligence platforms. U.S. commercial revenue jumped by 40% this quarter, and the company expects it to rise by at least 45% for the year. With revenue growth fueling its stock, Palantir could continue to deliver gains as the artificial intelligence growth story unfolds. Since its initial public offering in October 2020, Palantir's stock has been wild. It hit an all-time high of about $39 in January 2021, only to drop to a low of $6 by December 2022. Now, Palantir is valued at $53 billion and trades just above $24 per share. Before this latest dip, Argus started covering Palantir with a buy rating and a $29 price target. Argus analyst Joseph Bonner believes Palantir has broadened its data services to the private sector, boosting its revenue mix in recent years. In 2023, commercial sales comprised 45% of Palantir's total, with 38% coming from international markets. While the government sector is set for steady growth, the commercial side is expected to drive significant revenue increases in the coming decade. Like many tech giants, Palantir is betting on artificial intelligence to create powerful applications and attract customers. Bonner predicts Palantir will close 2024 with adjusted earnings of 40 cents per share, up from 25 cents per share in 2023. Palantir stock hit after it announced its first quarter of 2024 results, posting $634 million in revenue and adjusted earnings of 8 cents per share. These numbers matched expectations, with analysts predicting $625 million in sales and 8 cents in earnings per share. But the forecast for the second quarter could have been brighter. Palantir projected sales between $649 million and $653 million, slightly below the consensus estimate of $653 million. Their full-year sales estimate of a little above $2 billion also missed the expected $2.71 billion. In a letter to shareholders, CEO Alex Karp said, "We expect our U.S. commercial business, which made up 24% of our revenue last quarter, to be a major growth driver shortly." He emphasized, "Software will continue to transform modern warfare. The platforms we provide to our defense and intelligence partners seriously threaten our enemies." Despite Argus's rare bullish rating, most analysts are cautious. Out of 15, only 3 recommend a strong buy, 1 suggests a moderate buy, 5 say hold, 1 advises a moderate sell, and 5 recommend a strong sell, making the overall consensus hold. Palantir's steady 21% revenue growth in the first quarter has led to net profits for 6 straight quarters. Analysts predict Palantir's earnings will grow by 85% annually over the next 5 years. They expect Palantir to have adjusted earnings of $5.50 per share by 2028. If the stock trades at 30 times its future earnings, Palantir could hit $165 by May 2028, offering a potential 600% upside from today's levels.
Their technology offerings into the private sector. So I think, this is an interesting company that has already been utilizing AI, inference tools, decision analysis, strategy analysis, and tactical analysis for Department of Defense. But now they're deploying their technologies, which were really enhanced and developed for the defense industry, for the private sector. And I think this is a name that's really trusted from an AI standpoint.
Now, let's analyze Palantir stock more. The past 5 quarters of earnings per share data for Palantir reveals a promising trend: consistent growth. Earnings per share have increased each quarter since the first quarter of 2023 compared to the same period in the previous year. This upward trajectory suggests that Palantir is generating profits and improving its profitability over time. The year-over-year growth, on the other hand, paints a particularly impressive picture. For instance, the first quarter of 2024 boasts a staggering 300% increase in earnings per share compared to the first quarter of 2023. This remarkable growth signifies a significant improvement in Palantir's ability to translate revenue into earnings for its shareholders. To better understand Palantir's financial health, we must compare its earnings per share performance against industry averages and consider the broader market context. This comparative analysis would help us assess how well Palantir stacks up against its competitors. Consequently, the revenue breakdown reveals a 2-pronged approach for Palantir. The government segment emerges as the dominant force, contributing 52.87% of revenue, translating to a little over $335 million in the first quarter of 2024. This segment leverages Palantir's expertise in data fusion and analysis to cater to the needs of government agencies. However, the narrative continues. The commercial segment, representing 47.13% of the revenue or $299 million, showcases a promising trajectory. This segment caters to businesses across various industries, signifying Palantir's ability to translate its government-proven solutions for the private sector. The growth of the commercial segment highlights Palantir's efforts to diversify its revenue streams and reduce its reliance on government contracts. However, a more comprehensive understanding necessitates additional information and a broader time frame. Investors can better understand Palantir's financial health and potential for future growth if they do their research. Palantir's strategic focus on artificial intelligence has proven fruitful, as evidenced by its strong financial performance and significant growth in commercial revenue. With a solid record of earnings expansion and a growing market presence, Palantir is asserting itself as a critical player in the artificial intelligence sector. Looking ahead, Palantir faces the challenge of sustaining its impressive growth trajectory amid competitive pressures and market uncertainties. How effectively it navigates these hurdles will determine its future success and investor confidence. Investors and analysts alike are watching closely to see if Palantir can maintain its momentum and capitalize on the burgeoning opportunities in artificial intelligence. Understanding the company's strategic moves and financial health will be crucial for making informed investment decisions as it evolves. How will Palantir navigate the competitive pressures and market uncertainties to sustain its impressive growth in the artificial intelligence sector? Share your insights in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like our hand-picked, action-packed newsletter about Palantir. Subscribe now at wiseinvesting.com. And that's it. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons down below. Additionally, if you want to know about Palantir stock, just click this video here. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for more exciting content in the future.